Right, let me zoom this out. There we go. Got all these to do. I'm probably start on all the straight ones because the straight ones will get done quicker. So let me sort these out. Straight, straight, curved, 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 straight. All right, set these aside. Okay. Now, start on these, some thinners. Set these over here, out of the way. All right. Now, straights are pretty easy to do. Just gotta have the whetstones and stuff to do them. Make sure your whetstones are flat. Always keep them flat. Let's see. Washer. These are for a groomer here in Greenwood, Arkansas. I'm over here at her location in my mobile trailer. I like showing up to places and getting everything done for them. Now on these, on the combs, I don't sharpen the teeth. I just work the ride line, bring up a small new edge. On these are beveled, so I'll work the ride line on this, and then I'll put a new bevel on here, get it nice and sharp, put them back together, test them, make sure everything's working right. Get my marker so I can find the correct angle so I can see what the ride line looks like when I work it. And this is for the ride line on that. My whetstone. Since it's a 1500 grit, I use 1500 grit on all the initial stuff. So I got the tooth blade. All my pressure's right here. I'm just guiding with this hand. Let's see what this ride line looks like. See, I got the shiny part right there, but it didn't remove any of the red on the teeth down here. I want to try and have a flat edge all the way down those teeth, because where those teeth are is where it actually cuts. See, I got it down all the way to this tooth, but I don't have anything in these. Working my way down now, all the way down there. I'm going to try and have all these teeth on one plane so that when you cut the hair, every one of the teeth will cut and not grab or anything. Almost there. To flatten these stones this weekend. I've had a lot of work this week. I usually flatten my stones. If I'm real shear heavy, I'll sharpen them once a week. Almost got them all. I usually don't use the base of the shears to cut. Usually it's the mid area and the tip, but it's always best to have most of the teeth on one plane, like I said, so if they do accidentally use that back, even though it's part of the working shear, it needs to be all able to work. I've got a lot of the red off right in here, but I need just a little bit more just right here. It would cut the hair now. Okay. Very tips of the teeth all the way down have got the red off, so that's good. I can wipe that down. More water. Let's look at the blade. Let's see what it looks like. Down in here, you got a little bit of the check ring still from the teeth. Just a couple more passes and it should be ready to move on to be sharpened. Still a little bit. One more pass. I like that one better. Look at this real quick. It's a beveled edge. There's multiple bevels on it that I don't like. Take this. See what my angle's at. It's about 42. Bring it down to 35. Most of the pet grooming shears and thinners are on a 35-degree angle. Sometimes, see how way far back? Right there. See how far back that is? That's on a 35. So whoever sharpened these last probably put it on like a 25-degree angle, but it's actually closer to a like a quilting shear. I know a lot of those have steeper angles and stuff. See, right now I've got it on a 30-degree angle, and I've got that part of the blade right there, but right here it's not touching at the tip. So usually what that means is somebody tried to do this freehand, or the machine they were on wasn't meant to sharpen high-end shears. I don't like it. This is at a 25, and it's just now starting to creep up that edge. It's still not at the very edge, but it's all the way up on the rest of it. So I'm gonna set her at about a 23. And that's about there on that, but I'm not going to use my 500 grit sandpaper on this one. because I don't think that's going to be enough. So I'm going to go to my 220 so I can put a new bevel on it. This is a fresh 220, so it's going to be rough on it. On this one, I'm just trying to take away all the damage from the last sharpenings it's had. Try to get just one bevel on it. Stop right there. You know what? Let's go with the fresh 500. Probably why. Okay, I like that. Stepping up in grit. Go to a 1200 now. I don't go as many steps into these as I do the grooming shears. People's hair is a lot finer and the blades have to be more refined. That's the edge now that it has. It's a whole lot better than it did. It's got one plane instead of 2 or 3. One bevel instead of 2 or 3. So set that up there. Now I'm going to go to my 2000 grit stone. It's another thing that I change from my hair grooming or hairstylist shears to grooming shears is I use a 2000 grit stone on animal grooming shears, and I use a 5000 grit stone on, you know, the shears and salons and stuff, because people's hair is usually a lot finer and it's harder to cut. Take that burr off, going with 3 back pulls. Now you see that edge is nice and shiny. Take my little piece of leather, pull off any burr that might be there. Now it's time to get the red off of it. Get that red marker off. So usually pet grooming shears are harder to get red off of too, because it's like their finishing grinds aren't as, I wouldn't say clean, but they're not as smooth. They usually have a harder grit on the inside and everything where they're finished out at the factories. So usually the marker likes to kind of stick down inside of some of those pieces of they're kind of like scratches, but it's just the finish on it. It likes to stick in that finish a little bit more than the beauty shears. Peg, round hole. Another thing I like to do. Where is it? Right here. Take a nail buffer, because I worked the edge of this. I can't set anything up. Take a nail buffer, the real fine side, the last, and just go over the tops of these teeth, because I worked that ride line and then go almost flat with the rest of them. Because if there's any kind of burr that's brought up with the flattening process of those teeth, it'll take it off. Now I separate them, pull them together, and then pinch while I'm opening. That sounds good. Let me go get some test fur. Oh, there's some test fur right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that works good. Now I'll just oil them up.
Can we bring you 2 more?
All right, thank you.
She got here, and there was 2 more she wanted done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, I got some more to do now. I guess one of the groomers decided to show up and grab some more shears. It's a good thing about working on site. If they need anything, I'm here for them. But all right, those are working good. Get my oil. I oil these the same way that I do stylish shears. I get some on that bottom J, work it in a little bit so it gets in all the need to reach areas, and I'll wipe it down, wipe up the blade so that on that meeting surface on that ride line is nice and oiled, so it glides nice and easy. Alright, see, I oiled them, now they're loose. That oil helps them move. Got a couple clicks in there, shake it. Yeah, that's good now. Alright, those are done. And that's how basically you do thinning shears. You do the same thing with straight cutting shears, except for where I work this blade, I'll do that on both blades instead of just doing the ride line on this one. But that's it. Thank you.